Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. May Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then Unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak Laris Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Pienzoleta.
Pickle Bear showing off his in-game IQ.
Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. May Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then Unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak Laris Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Pienzoleta.
Pickle Bear showing off his in-game IQ.
Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. May Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then Unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak Laris Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Pienzoleta.
Pickle Bear showing off his in-game IQ.
Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. May Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then Unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak Laris Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Pienzoleta.
Pickle Bear showing off his in-game IQ.
Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. May Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Sales hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak Laris Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Pienzoleta.
Pickle Bear showing off his in-game IQ.
Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. We may Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Sales hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak Laris Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Pienzoleta.
Pickle Bear showing off his in-game IQ.
Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. We may Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Sales hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak Laris Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Pienzoleta.
Pickle Bear showing off his in-game IQ.
Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. We may Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Sales hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak Laris Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Pienzoleta.
Pickle Bear showing off his in-game IQ.
Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. We may Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Sales hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak Laris Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Pienzoleta.
Pickle Bear showing off his in-game IQ.
Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. May Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Sales hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then Unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak Laris Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Pienzoleta.
Pickle there showing off his in-game IQ.
Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. May Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive. Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to another round of pickleball. This is the PYCL, the Pickle Yard Conference League, and we are live at the Pickle Yard SOMO. This is our YouTube stream, and this is Mox de Vera, your pambansang boses ng pickleball.
My name is Mike Evangelista. I came in temporarily, but looks like I'll be here permanently.
And we are very much twinning today in this warm Saturday afternoon. And I hope you guys are cooling down, but don't worry, because we're going to turn up the heat, because we have another awesome match coming up. We have the Acienderos versus the IAMWorldwide Warriors. And so far, all of the teams have been doing their best to stay on top. And if you have been watching the previous games, you have seen a dynamic shift on all of the teams so far. The teams from the bottom rank has lifted themselves up to the middle rank, and now it's all even.
That's right, Mox. We're going to see how everybody had a 2-week break pretty much, off of the competitive scene. We've probably been training and stuff, but we're going to see how they come back after this long break. Hopefully they're refreshed. We saw from the matchups 1 and 2 that some players, they changed up the dynamics a bit. Some people were just a bit more aggressive. I think we might actually see some new stuff we also have some new debuts coming out also from these teams. So we're going to see how it changes. We have orientation going on right now with the players. You're going to see that pop up here. And we'll be underway probably within the next 5 to 10 minutes. So Mox is going to get you started on reading out the player list or the teams that are getting set up.
Yep, our players for today, we have the Cathay Acienderos, starting with Alvin Credo, Ricarte Santos, Pretzel Gianna Ong, Martina Rose Ong, Patrick Jovino Flojo, Yeda Diane Marie Pasinos, John Philip Serio, and Rowena Sembrano.
There you go. And for the IAMWorldwide Warriors, we have our team captain, Kim Saraza. We also have his partner in the men's, usually, his Datu Harry Caron. For our women, first woman coming up, Bien Zoleta. We have April Rose Cuizon. John Ray Aniana. Who's this? Tricia Vitiaco. We have a new player you guys are going to see on the scene today, making his debut. This is Chuya Husada. And we also have Chris Dizon.
Yeah, lots of changes sa ating lineup, but we are very excited to see the debut of some of these players. Alam mo, Mikey, the players so far that we have seen previously has created a lot of noise sa mga games natin. And with the addition of these new players, the dynamics continue on shifting, giving a lot of colors dito sa PYCL.
Yeah, we're seeing new matchups, like different, you would, for like the first couple weeks, we would always see kind of pretty much the same setups, there was no shift in it. But as they introduce new players, or we have just new people that get drafted or traded kind of mid-season into the teams, we're seeing, definitely that change in dynamics of just how they're playing. And I would say it doesn't. It's not that it was stale. It's just that change in dynamics, a new play style, new players coming in. Just hopefully they do a great job of adapting, because I would say for all of our debutants, usually when they come in like on day one that have been joining mid-season, they don't come out. Like I've seen them play before. Like I know these players that come in mid-season, and it's their first game. They a lot of them kind of crash and burn on their first game. Let's just hope that for today, Chuya can bring his game. I played with this guy a bunch too. He's pretty good.
Yeah. But so far, the teams, like you said, nag-a-adjust sila sa lahat ng mga nangyayari. All the dynamic changes in lineups, the new players, the new tactics, the trainings that they had, they changed strategy on a weekly basis.
Yep.
So we are gonna see the teams that we have today, how they will be able to carry themselves and be able to outpower or outplay the other team.
True. Yep. And there's no lack of footage on watching these other players play. We're out here live every weekend, every match, multiple angles, and all these highlights. So it's really easy to study your partners too. So you got to change it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, you have to change and study your partner. You have to check out yung kalaban, kung sino yung mga bagong players, kasi you'll never know. Maybe this new addition to the lineup might change things. The dynamics. A lot of players so far have come and go, and it's still very exciting kasi laging may bago. That's the thing that we have to watch out for here at the PYCL. And para sa mga nanonood ng ating YouTube, ang ating YouTube stream, I hope you guys could share it so that we get more viewers to share all the exciting games that we have here. But before everything else, we would like to start by thanking our sponsors for keeping PYCL healthy and happy. Thank you very much to Sports Central, right smack in the middle of our court.
There we go. Dear Self, you can see them here. They're up here with us. You can see this on camera. That's our aesthetics and wellness partner.
We also have Antbox Apparel, our official apparel for the PYCL.
We have Sports 360 powered by Go 8. The owner of that one's a very good friend of mine in Mox's as well, Eric Santos.
Yes.
That's our tech partner here.
And of course, we have our paddle partners. Thank you to Lunar, Gearbox Allset, Yula, and Vole.
Our beautiful courts here brought to us, professional quality by ProCourt.
And we have our official facility, the Pickle Yard.
Yep. These Faculos balls, man, they're doing really amazing. I took a couple home from last weekend. I've been using them for the past 2 weeks. They're pretty solid.
So far, we rarely see any ball breaks sa lakas ng mga hampasan ng ating mga players.
Rick destroyed one last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Nothing new coming from Rick.
And then,
of course, our production partner, Smile 8. And of course, thank you very much to our food partner for today. Maraming salamat. Keeping us happy is Jollibee.
Thank you, Jollibee. Alright, moving on. Our men's partners are warming up right now, men's doubles between these two. For IAMWorldwide Warriors, we look like we have Johnny Anyana and Chuya Usuda representing IAMWorldwide. And then for Cathay, Acienderos, we have, looks like Alvin Credo and who's the other one? Oh, and we have lined up here. Patrick Flojo.
Pat Flojo, yes. Pat Flojo.
My bad.
So, very exciting. Kanina binanggit natin that these new players, like for Alvin Credo, who has been playing a couple of game days so far, and with this new addition, Johnny Anyana has been in the lineup, but it's he would be seen this time starting with the men's doubles. So we'd like to say hi to our first few viewers on our YouTube feed, our 58 million viewers.
Let's go. Got shoutouts coming here for IAMWorldwide. Let's go Alvin Credo. Let's go Cathay Acienderos. Let's go Warriors. Let's see. Dennis Ibanez. We're asking why we have new players coming in on the teams. Let's say, for example, si Chuya Usuda, he was drafted. He was one of the ones that were drafted. And then other teams, they left their slots open during the draft for the reserve players. So they were able to bring in some other players. Then special consideration was given to people who left the league very early. Even after the draft, they changed their mind out of the contract. So they were given the ability to draft new players. And also, I believe, for the women, for that reserve spot that a lot of teams had open, they just had tryouts again. Was that last week?
Correct. Yeah, last week. So I think these teams are just trying to fill the spots. Because we have to have at least a total of 6 players per team. Of course, 2 are reserves. And in some cases, even if the reserves move up to the live player roster, they still have to fill in that gap just in case someone gets injured, or they have to fill out the gender pairs. So lots of lineup changes, more exciting games for the PYCL, lots of new players to watch out for. Very, very exciting.
Oh.
Yan, dumadagsa na ang ating mga viewers on YouTube waiting for this game to start.
Yeah. Let's see if I can give some predictions on this match. What I like to say about Chuya and Johnny. These guys are more power players in a way between these two. For the Warriors, these guys like to play fast for sure. But Alvin and Patrick, they usually kind of wait for more of an opening. They're probably going to be the first ones in this match you're going to see that are going to slow it down. Yeah.
Placement is the game.
They're going to place it. They're going to slow down the match, and they're going to wait for errors before they usually attack between Patrick and Alvin. For Chuya and Johnny, I feel like they're gonna go all out. Well, I hope to see Chuya, kind of bring his game to it on his debut match.
Interesting to see that we have an international player. When we say international,
I mean,
he's not an import though.
He's not totally import, but he is Japanese and he does have the accent.
Interesting find to discover this talent coming from Japan, who's situated here, I think almost permanently.
Yeah.
Fully migrated here in the Philippines.
Yep.
So Chuya will be a great and exciting talent to see
bring more
debuting today.
viewership,
Yep. Maybe from Japan.
Yeah, we might get dubbed into Japanese for that.
So para sa mga nanonood ng ating live feed sa ating YouTube, I hope you guys could just comment all of your thoughts, all of your shout outs, and if you guys don't mind sharing it so that more of us can view the awesome games here at the PYCL.
And we are underway.
Some quick actions here in the first few minutes of our game. Cathay line with the first score. Everybody's starting slow, except for Credo. Early smash in the game.
Oh, we see a bit of a change up here. For this one, they didn't have this lineup before. Alvin Credo is playing our left. And we have Patrick on the right to start off over here. A couple of pop-ups right there coming from both sides of the Warriors. See if they can get that under control, just get it lower over the net. We're going to see some longer rallies coming out between these guys. Just getting the scoreboard set up over here for the manual so everyone could see it in the crowd here. We are at 0-1-2, Johnny to serve.
The game is starting very slow. With your prediction earlier, Johnny Angana and Chuya would be banging it early on, but
Yeah. I mean, if the tank is that good, you know, you can't bring that aggression until the right ball is there.
yep. And they're both teams are controlling very well here. Just waiting for that right moment until one pops it up just like that. Chuya with the first few minutes of his debut. Still adjusting to the high intensity and the fast pace of the PYCL games. You know, Mikey, the difference with the PYCL and the leagues that we have all around Metro Manila,
Yeah.
is that this one is televised and probably is reaching more viewers, so the pressure is there in the back of your head, even though not many people are here at the at the PY SOMO.
Right.
They know a lot of people are watching, which adds up to the pressure.
Yeah. Hey, if they can't get it live, you know, a lot of people are watching the replays anyways.
Yep.
So we're definitely there, Mox. We're definitely getting there. And we are getting our review done. Yeah, we're gonna be on live television soon, coming up.
Yeah,
Gonna
that's
be
good
great.
news. We don't know if we can disclose that yet, but it's going to be one of the very few major networks that we have left.
The very few,
so,
yeah.
So you can pretty much guess who that is. No with the miss this time. We are now 2-1, still a low-scoring game.
Mm-hmm. 1-2.
Both teams starting really slow here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually. Oh. Getting out the nerves, you know, just bang it out a couple times. Sometimes you need
The
that.
nerves should shake right about halfway through this
Yeah,
game.
about
let's see.
6 points probably. And
Let's see if Chuya can break that.
Yep. It's okay though. It's expected. If you see someone coming out of the gate just blazing, it'd be a unicorn. Let's go. There we go.
Alvin Credo with the miss there. So far, we're not seeing as much action from this pairing that we have here. Pat the Flow Flojo and Incredible Alvin Incredible.
You know that's the name of his court, right?
Yep.
There we go. Working the way
Nice
back into the
backhand by
kitchen.
Chuya.
They're back in.
Fast
Oh,
hands.
wow.
I think the Acienderos are testing Chuya's power here.
I
His-
definitely would.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The new guy, bringing it all on the new guy.
A little bit of
checking
hazing.
his checking his steed. Misread by the Warriors there. Yeah, I think both Chuya and Johnny is still trying to build that chemistry on court.
Yeah. They did switch it up earlier too, because Johnny was playing as the left initially, and they switched it up. Maybe Chuya wants to really get those bugs out, play the left, take that important role real quick to put the pressure on.
You know, Mikey, Johnny Anyana has had a lot of experience in winning a lot of tournaments. He's also a coach, but you know, playing at the level that we have here, you know, this is somehow a different ground for everybody.
Yeah, that pressure, you know, when you're faced with good opponents, like you've seen them play sometimes, maybe you haven't played against them, or you just have that one kind of, let's say, shocking moment where they have this imprint of how they play in your head, which might, you know, change how you play against them in a way.
That's true, and you know they play almost every weekend. You know, with the weekend games here, and they see the players, and they have to adjust to everyone else. So that's a little something more to think about for all of the players every time. So it's really the grit that will win the pickleball match.
True. You know, we're seeing some really, say, aggressive or very wide dinks coming out of Patrick and Alvin right now, which is forcing a lot of pop-ups, you know, from the Warriors.
Well, the Acienderos have been having this good matchups lately, and I think just a few times that Pat and Alvin has been playing, I think they know each other more than the Warriors have right now.
Yeah, definitely. But they know each other from they, you know, these are original, you know, Pickle Yard Paranaque boys.
Yes. But then again, this is a different playing ground, so
True. Yeah.
it's always a factor to consider. Another out by the Warriors, taking a timeout now and trying to reconfigure this team up.
What are you seeing? Who called that timeout?
The Warriors.
The Warriors called that. Okay. So I thought for a second I saw Alvin kind of limping off the court. Maybe he was just doing a little dance.
Chuya so far has been, you know, he has been all over the place, and this is not to downplay his skills, but you know, coming off from, you know, from no play at all in this level.
Yep.
You know, he has a lot to adjust to now, being at the seventh week.
We
Or
are,
at seventh
game
day?
number 9.
Game number 9.
So
see?
that week number 5?
I wasn't there last in the last 2 games. So
Yeah. I think that was 7 and 8 last week. So we're
7
at
and
9, 10
8. So,
today.
so
9
game 9
today, and then, sorry. Yeah, day 9.
Ayun. So Chuya is playing from game 9.
Yeah.
You know, walking baby steps to learn the pace. So the Acienderos have this huge advantage in terms of chemistry and experience at this point.
Agreed, Max. Agreed. Yeah. You're seeing these very aggressive style
really
things.
really soft
Yeah.
dinks, nice control. Chuya, here we go. Bringing in the aggression, barely making it, slightly out of the baseline there, just a few millimeters.
Most likely, yeah. That was looked pretty close from here. Oh, a little bit of a shake and bake action there from Alvin Credo coming away, coming over to poach that lovely down the line.
Incredible, just incredible.
Just incredible. Lovely serve.
Oh,
Boy,
grazing the
lucky
net.
cord.
There's a netty coming from Alvin Credo here, hitting Anyana.
Right in the chest, catch him off guard. Yeah, it would have got me too. For sure.
Yun yung mga type of plays na very unexpected, really hard to catch. Right on the kitchen. Chuya getting his rhythm now, popping it up. Fast hands, here we go. And Chuya again.
Loho.
The Acienderos bringing it down on the new guy.
I messed up. I forgot Patrick Loho was a left-hander. That's all. So I was like, hold on, wait, why is the right coming over to poach that? Of course, makes a lot of sense now.
Oh, Anyana hitting the net now.
Johnny trying to
Ending
go
the
with a little
game
bit
really
of style.
quick. You know, to give credit to the Warriors here, you know, individually they might be playing well and probably with other team-ups, but we are now at 10-1, just 1 point from the IAMWorldwide Warriors. No response.
No response. I mean, yeah, he's warming up. You know, it's game number 1. It usually goes that. On Alvin Credo's first day, he got pickled.
Yeah.
I think you were announcing, right? I was
That's
watching
correct.
it. Yeah. I'm also from Dumaguete. I lived there for 5 years. Went to undergraduate there, and so you know, I still have my house there. That's also where I met my wife and everything. So Dumaguete is a special place in my heart.
Dumaguete is
Yes.
a really good place for pickleball.
It is.
I think it's one of the best pickleball spots in the country.
I don't know. I might have to give it to Cavite, bro. We've got a court like every 500 meters at this point.
Cavite by heart.
But yeah, I came out to watch him play because I've known him from his other tournaments, his other teams before. I talked to him before too. I was like, I came out to support him. I was like, oh no, game 1 he got pickled. His debut, you know, it happens.
Like what we say, bilog ang bola, just like basketball. Here at Pickleball, you know, anything can happen. Even the best players can choke. The newbies can turn things around. You'll never know.
Yeah.
And now we're checking in with the women's doubles this time. We got Sembrano, Ong, Quizon, and Zuleta.
Yes, this is Wang and Pretzel versus Bien and April.
So kukumustahin lang natin ang lahat ng mga Pilipino na nanonood. We all know the heat is on, and I mean that literally. Very warm afternoon. I hope everybody's having a great time in front of the electric fan or in an air-conditioned room.
How I wish.
We are sweating.
How I wish.
We are
Jesus
sweating
Mox.
while enjoying these games here at the Pickle Yard SOMO.
We don't have that luxury of sitting here with microphones, being in front of a fan. Mox over here, giving the hand signal, praying for some kind of ventilation coming our way. Oh yeah, lovely. And probably have another minute on this warm-up between these girls.
The heat is on, and we're going to see what heat will these women be bringing to this next game. The Cathay Acienderos versus the IAMWorldwide Warriors. Second match for this match between the two teams.
Yeah. During our last week out here was at week 7 and 8. That was the debut also for Wang Sembrano, I believe.
More or less, that is, yeah.
I believe that.
I think
the last weekend that she had played, that was her debut. She didn't start out very strong either, but
Yeah,
then she got better
that's
on
true.
day 2.
And I think the players just keep getting better. I mean,
They do.
if it's your first day today, it's just, you know, it's just gonna go better from here on.
Mhm.
Because the trainings of these teams, the team ups that they have, you know, there's no way but up.
True. We have we'll say in pickleball, we have a nice, Warriors. They have Bien Zoleta on the court. She's always been, a nice, solid kind of rock foundation. She has that celebration that everybody loves to see. Let's see how they do.
And not to mention, not to mention April Quizon here. Her name is I actually forgot. It's Fiera. No. I forgot. But what it means is fighter.
Really?
Faika, there you go. Almost forgot that. April Quizon, nicknamed as Faika because of her fighting spirit, unshakable. So this should be a good team up between Bien and Faika here.
Okay.
But not to discount Pretzel and Weng. These two have also been showing a lot of great improvements. And speaking of, Pretzel hitting right in the middle here.
Yeah.
Splitting the defense open.
They did. She might have caught them off guard for a second. They must have forgot they're playing against a left-hander for a second, and just that forehand came through from that angle. They're like, oh wow, was not looking for that.
Don't you just love lefties? I'm a lefty myself, so I would know.
I don't know what to say. They disrupt the game,
Yep. There's always room for something new. Acienderos now 2 points up. IAMWorldwide Warriors still coming up with nothing, but it's too early to say. Weng keeping it wide with the dinks here.
Oh. Decides to run around that one, try to put it in her forehand, just has way too much on it. Plus it was readable, so if she went too soft, it would have just been
They wouldn't have stopped that.
Yeah.
Pretzel along with an unintentional lob there.
Yeah.
That went well for her.
That did. It came straight down the line. It was not high at all.
Nice down the line shot there. Pretzel along with her left hand. Not able to keep it under control there. Bien trying to keep it in the middle, challenging the left hand of Pretzel Ong.
Yeah, she's challenged the middle of something that hopefully is going to be fully covered during this match. With 2 forehands sitting in the center like that. Let's see how they do. Oh, right off the foot leg.
Joneta, nice attack there. Now 3-2. IAMWorldwide Warriors starting to creep back into the game. Just 1 point down. Let's see how they answer. Weng Sembrano missing that, unable to keep it over the net. So far the games are a bit slow, but the points keep stacking up. Now at 2-2.
To be honest, watching that last match, and we were commenting on the last match of the men's doubles,
that game was fast.
I hadn't noticed the score. We were just talking about the players, talking about, each play, and I hadn't noticed what kind of lead.
Zuleta just a bit strong with that shot, going out of bounds. Medyo nagigigil na si Bien. They need to keep it under control just like their previous games if they want to keep it tight in this matchup. Pretzel Long missing that service. Going for the second serve.
Pretty sure you heard it from here too, Mox. That edge of the paddle just kind of...
Yep. It clicks. Yeah. It's a different sound.
That wasn't the pop we were looking for.
so far, Weng is hitting it really high above the net, making it very readable and easy to counterattack. Bringing it to no other than Bien, who is known for attacking high balls like that.
Yeah, she loves it. She just bends down just a little bit, and then that puts her right at the height of the net. And then from there is just a nice little kind of shoulder height slap the ball. She does well with it.
But Mikey, what's interesting in this game is that how it happens. Weng attacks and keeps the ball high, going over to Bien Zuleta. Bien bringing it down the middle where Pretzel Ong's left hand is pretty ready. So it's really anyone's game right now.
Yeah, it's true. If she changes up her attack finisher, replacing that ball, she might be able to put a lot more pressure on this team and kind of run away with the points.
Yeah, I think whoever's going to be bringing the pressure more will be winning this game. Otherwise, it's all going to be forced errors for both sides.
Looks like a shout out right here for Mox right here. Shout out to the Pogi Sportscaster.
No, I think that's for you. I think that is for you. Evangelista vlog. That is definitely not for me.
As fast as the last match was going when we were commenting, look at this one. Now we look over this time and still at a low score. This is what I expected in our last match, but we had looked over and they were clapping battles already. Like, whoa.
So now we are 3-2, low scoring game here. Most of the points made are from defensive stops, so not much movement on the score. All right, change of pace a little bit. Weng now brings it down right over the net, just slightly above, and Zuleta unable to catch that and bring it across.
That's right, Mox. That was a lot lower of a drive that she had used on that one. More effective.
Nagulat si Bien.
Yeah, it was not high enough. It wasn't the usual height. So, seeing a stay called right here by Pretzel Ong. See how they do. See if they leave that middle open right now.
All right. Good shot by Acienderos. Just a very few action seen from Faika here. Most of the ball are going to Bien.
That's right. We are seeing that, huh? We're seeing a lot of balls being sent towards Bien. I don't know if that's
Weng with a nice backhand drop.
That was actually beautiful to see.
Very,
from
very
this angle.
Very sharp to the curve.
Yeah. She prepped that backhand real quick and just slapped it down cross court, which is very nice to see. Well done, Weng.
Hopefully some momentum shift. Really nice challenges from both teams. Quizon. Now, that one I saw hit the edge.
Yeah,
making it go outside. Some miscalculation because of the height of the ball there.
It was all the way over her shoulder. And
Bien with a nice drive.
When you see girls matches, you always see that they always prefer to go with the two-handed backhand. You very rarely see them actually opt for the one hand
for some reason,
or even the full slide. Like sliding just to kind of put it in a better position. They just swing at anything with two hands.
I agree. For some reason, women are more accustomed to having that backhand shot.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the hips or something. There's something up that changes it a lot for sure. I'm so more accessible to them than it is for us.
That's true. I always thought that women had better balance than men since birth.
You think it's a balance thing?
Yeah, I think it's a balance thing. Paika unable to bring that double backhand just as we were talking about it. Now Acienderos keeping it defensive here. Game is tied at 4-4.
Oh. And that one time we were talking about seeing that not using a Tui. Wang went.
She trying to change things
she's
up.
trying to change things up. I think she's listening to us over here. She's right in front of us.
Let me try that single backhand.
Yeah.
Oops, that didn't work. Pretzel, oh, nice smash right on the kitchen line, bringing it down on the Warriors.
Good reach, good contact on the ball. She put it down right at April's feet too. It wasn't much they could do about that one.
The advantage of Pretzel with her game is that she has a long reach as compared to most of our players. So that long reach is a very good advantage in covering a lot of space, either vertically or horizontally. All right, a bit of a mix-up here. Kung sino ang magsaserve. Some fans of Pretzel, Gianna Ong here. Patty Ong saying, "Go, baby."
Let's go.
Faika with a smash. Game. Good control by everybody here. Rally keeps on, and Wang with another corner hit.
Yes.
Crossing that nice drive on the shallow end of the kitchen.
Well done, well done. Yeah, that's might be her third one this match that she put down like that.
Oh, but you know, it's she's showing a bit of inconsistency, but the good thing about Wang is that she kind of redeems herself with each error that she makes. She equally makes a point. Yeah. And speaking of point, Bien Zuleta putting an exclamation point on that smash cross court, sending that ball away. Now at 5-5, Cathay Acienderos and IAMWorldwide Warriors with an outside. Now this game is getting longer because both teams are defending pretty well.
Yeah, they are.
Not much, not much scoring on the offense side.
Yeah, they keep reading each other's patterns. They're poking at each other, and neither of them have found something that's been totally consistent at working. Because you can even see between Pretzel and Wang right now, they're mixing it up, right? Sometimes they're switching, sometimes they're not. You know, they're putting each other, they're leaving the middle open, they're taking the sides. And also we saw a change coming from the Warriors also. We had Bien on the left earlier, now we have her playing on the right. So we have, these girls are changing it up. They're looking for something that's working, you know, something that can bring that point lead. Maybe they're probably going to stick with that when they can find it. But with this changing of, you know, of both sides, you know, it's kind of hard to find a consistent opening that's always going to be there, the weaker point in each other's or your opponent's gameplay all day. So
I agree. They're trying to find the weaker side on for both teams. Pero ang nakikita ko dito, Mikey, is that not one of these teams have been setting up strategic plays for each other.
that's right.
If they have been setting up strategies, they would probably be more consistent with points. And so far, ang nakikita natin dito, nagpapalitan lang sila ng hits, hitting the open shots, you know, putting it in the weaker side. Not much of the typical pickleball strategies, the 1-2 plays.
Mm-hmm. Well, we saw, like in our other match before this, you know, we get to the kitchen line. For these girls, I mean, they get up to the kitchen line, but you don't really see any softballs coming through.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably within 2 balls of being at the kitchen, there's already a pop-up, and one of them wants to speed it up anyway, so the slightest little hint, you're going to see someone like Bien. If there's anything that's above the net, see her just get really low when she hits that bad boy.
Suffice to say, they're very instinctive and more defensive than offensive in this game.
Yeah.
Kasi both teams are attacking. You can see them attacking.
Yeah.
But, you know, both teams are keeping their defensive counterattacks on. So not much strategies are being built as they go along. And as soon as one of them figures it out, I think that's where we're going to start a faster game.
I feel like we might have been here 20 minutes already. How long have we been?
More or less,
Wow.
yeah.
We are at 7-6 right now.
Still a tight game for both teams.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's really more of a defensive game. Really, really tight. 6-7, just 1 point lead by the IAMWorldwide Warriors. Giano with a nice smash. See what she does here. Unable to commit to that.
The one time you saw Wang try to go a bit soft on that ball that was a bit high, she ends up in the net, so we might not see that again.
Yeah, I think Weng is really just trying to survive so far. I mean, if she puts on the pressure a little bit, dun siya nagta-thrive. When she's the one trying to put the pressure,
True.
that's when she puts it away. Now, when she's trying to defend, that's when she commits the error. So I think she has to be able to read the setup Pretzel is making, or the offense that Pretzel is doing, so that she can create a strategy of her own and put it away completely.
Good read there by Wang. Speaking of her.
So now
that's
error
also
by
wrong.
error from both teams. Still being defensive as we go for a timeout called by the IAMWorldwide Warriors. We're going to take a short break, and this is brought to you by Sports 360, our tech partner for the PYCL. Let's check out some highlights. Saying a quick hi to all our viewers on our YouTube our YouTube live stream here. We have 100 million viewers. Thank you very much for joining in.
It's 106 million. Get it right.
Saying hi to the biggest fan of Mikey here.
No,
Lots of-
I feel like she's talking about you, Mox. This is definitely not about me. If that's my wife, yeah, no. She doesn't give me compliments. That's definitely for you, Mox.
So far, both games, both men's and women's doubles, slow game. Meron tayong almost pickled game kanina, 10-1 by the men's doubles, and now we are having a really tight defensive game for the women's doubles. So I think medyo nagkatapatan ang match-ups and team-ups nitong mga players ng both teams. Tingnan natin kung saan magkakaiba. I think the mixed doubles will bring in a bit more color in this match.
Oh, definitely. Because for our mixed doubles, we have each team's heavy hitters are going to be on the court.
I'm even surprised that I didn't see Kim start with the men's doubles. I think they're reserving him for the mixed doubles. And
I think the reason why he wasn't on was because Harry is not here.
good point.
Yeah. Harry doesn't seem to be here this week. So, possible, Also, we have our new player coming in. Maybe, Johnny,
give a chance.
Johnny and Tuya, they have more of a history together too. I know they played together a lot more on, more like kind of amateur. Because Kim's been in the league so long, even before that, in the pro team.
Might as well give chance to the players who haven't played so that they can heat up and bring more good games to the team. Good point. Now at 8-8, still tied. You know, nag-exchange lang sila dito ng lamang. It's either the Acienderos or the Warriors taking the lead, alternating. Bien Zuleta putting it away. Eto na, I think we're starting to see some aggression here.
Yep.
More aggressive play by Bien. Coming from that timeout, hopefully refreshing both teams with their strategies.
There it is again.
Good catch by Pretzel. Bien!
Oh!
Side to side! Bien Zuleta, left to right. Here we go.
Is beautiful little inside out right there. She found that opening. She's fighting the high ball. She's putting him away right now. She's doing well with it.
Ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina, Mikey, na as soon as they start figuring out the setup that they need to do, that's when we're gonna start seeing points. Paika trying to catch that for an ATP attempt, unable to complete.
That was
really far out.
That was a nasty, kind of like a flat or underspin slice. I wouldn't even call it a dink, you know. It just kind of just
it just went, yeah, it just slipped away.
It did not feel like a dink at all. It was more like an aggressive slice. It just threw it right at the line, and great placement from Wang on that one. You are right though. Watching more of it, what we're seeing right now is Wang on right, survive at the point, waiting for her chance to give an attack. We don't see much of a reset or anything. It's more of a
where the opportunity comes, they take advantage. And another timeout this time by the Acienderos, trying to take this moment to stop the momentum that is the Worldwide Warriors are getting right now. Para ma-reset nila.
The biggest lead we've had so far, I think, in the match. They're up by 2.
Biggest lead. And nagpapalitan pa rin sila ng lead dito. And what's interesting is that both teams are really being careful more about defense. Kasi yung offense nila, it comes easy.
It does.
It's really up to the opponent on how they're gonna react and how the other team will be able to take advantage of that reaction.
Agreed.
Magkaiba yung vibe nitong team na meron tayo ngayon. See, both Wang and Pretzel are smiling despite the errors, trying to keep it light. You know, trying to learn from this experience as they go. While the other team, Paika and Bien, they're really trying to bring it down.
That's right. I mean, you can see who kind of more like into that serious race. We got a smile there coming from Bien though, but serious, they feel like they're more into it, like they want to hit the ball harder right now. And Pretzel and Wang, they seem to be more in that defense.
Yes!
And that's game for us right there.
And as you were saying, Bien Zuleta finishes this game, putting a cap on the win. 11-8 by the IAMWorldwide Warriors. Good read by Bien there, finishing the game strong with a great smash down the middle. Yeah, let's see some highlights here as the game ends. Ayan, kitang-kita ni Bien yung opening na yun. Right and wide and high.
This is
Bien's paddle saying hello.
and goodbye. She's had enough of this game. There we go. We're gonna see our power players come in now from each of the teams. We have Rick and Kim coming in. They're gonna be playing against each other. These guys go way back, you know, from the start of pickleball. So, but that doesn't mean they're gonna go easy on each other. They probably go even harder because they know each other.
They know each other. They know how both plays go.
Yep.
And I think ito na yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Mikey, that they are reserving the energy for the players that will be playing. Kanina hindi rin naglaro si Rick, surprisingly, sa men's doubles. And now we have Kim, who is known to be partnering mostly with Rick within their previous engagements.
Yep.
Yung mga tournaments na nilalaro nila. So now Kim Saraza is partnering with Johnny Anyana.
No. Kim is gonna be with Bien. Oh no, April. Wait, let's see. I believe we're starting with Kim. He's just warming up. The girls are already hot.
Nagtataka ako bakit si Johnny.
Yep.
For a moment there, I thought this was the Dream Breaker. So this is
This
the
is
first
our first set of mixed doubles.
Mixed doubles. Not unless Johnny would be wearing a skirt. What a sight to see.
But he's wearing that 6'7" and he was throwing it out earlier. I asked him to please stop.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. Juggling that hand. 6'7".
Oh, God. So we do have the lineup here. We can spill the lineup already. But starting off is going to be Kim and Bien for the Warriors. And for the Acienderos, we have Rick and Martina. And they're going to be playing both mixed doubles games. 1 and 2, Rick and Martina.
And the other Ong.
Yes, the other Ong on the team. Not related.
Not related, but equally just as good.
Yes.
Eto na. Let's see who's going to be bringing in the heat. Cathay Acienderos versus the IAMWorldwide Warriors on these this warm Saturday afternoon. How are you guys doing at home? Try to keep cool, stay hydrated.
Mops, it only gets hotter from here. We're gonna have the whole end of this whole season is just gonna be pure heat.
Yep,
for everyone. And hopefully we're bringing you the fire here on the court as well. Not just the heat. Bring the whole thing.
I'm just glad we are watching here from the baseline and not playing on the court with them.
True. Oh my God.
Because if you are feeling the heat from here, I'm sure
I need more timeouts. I wouldn't. It would be to cool myself down timeout. It wouldn't be to cool down my opponent.
I would probably gain 5 pounds just by water weight. So yeah, saying hi to all our viewers on our YouTube stream right now. Just keep on chatting us up here and let us see all of your comments, the people that you are, the players that you are supporting.
See? I told you, Mox, if you look at the comment, they're talking about you, not me. We're underway here. Martina Ong to serve for the Acienderos.
Ito na, lumalakas na ang paluan. Pickle Rick with the first point right over there.
Yep. We're gonna see that these girls, Martina Ong and Bienzoleta, they're gonna have to be on their defensive game because both Kim and Rick are gonna be attacking the female counterpart that they're up against just to try to force out those pop-ups and play that hyper-aggression.
So titingnan natin dito kung sino ang mas malakas na female counterpart. Pickle Rick pumping his chest now. 2 in a row. 2-0 Cathay Acienderos being on top of this mixed doubles first match. So far, three of the players here on this court are still fresh.
Yeah. seem to be wanting to give Bien any break. You know, Martina she is not playing any kind of reset or soft game. She is all bang bang right now.
Hard game to hard game.
Yes, look at that.
Double backhand. Yes.
Let's see.
Martina keeping the Pickle Bear down the baseline.
Yeah. I wonder if Kim wants to try to slow down this match at all, or if he's going to return the effort and keep the match. We're gonna see how they work with that.
I think both teams will be playing aggressive from here on. Kasi I think they've been reserving that aggression, knowing that the lineups will be very interesting. Kim Saraza unable to get that ball across, switching it up all too much. Just 1 point up. Cathay and Acienderos on the lead. Martina on, testing it, unable to complete.
Great peek there by Kim. He had put it right on the line. So much topspin on that. Just kind of Martina probably just second guessed herself whether she should hit that ball or call it out. And
I wouldn't be surprised. It's Kim that she was up against.
Yeah.
You know, Kim would know how to read all of those dinks in the setup with even quicker reactions. So
right. He just needs to do it about 2 more times, and then even if the ball is going out after that, she's probably still gonna go after him. You know.
yeah.
When he convinces her that those balls are always coming in, she's gonna change her mind about what she thinks about everything he hits regardless.
Yeah, katulad nga na sinabi natin kanina, it's really the females game right here. Kasi both men here, we know how they play. And syempre, they're gonna be giving it to the female counterparts. Yeah, we got a shout out here. Brother from IAMWorldwide, it's Johnny Anyana from Davao City.
Oh no! Shout out for his brother.
For his
Johnny.
brother, ayan. This is Jack Eliana.
Jekyll?
Jekyll. It's a YouTube. It's a YouTube name. So
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
just keep on dropping your comments and let us know what you think about the games.
yeah.
Keep it here on the PYCL official YouTube, Facebook, YouTube Live rather.
Check us out on YouTube. Please share this link.
Pickle Rick hitting that drive low on the net. Ito na, Warriors up by 1 point, now 3-2. Martina Ong receiving that shot from Kim Saraza. And so far parang malamig si Kim, and
Yeah.
you know, yung mga hits, the errors are coming from him surprisingly.
It's all right. I think he can warm up to those. We usually see it. You know.
Rick using his length there to catch everything. You know when they say if you want to do 70-30 on the court, with Rick's length, it's more of 90-10.
Yeah. I mean, but I think with the aggression right now that Martina's actually giving, Rick is going to give her a lot of those balls still. You know, because she's not slowing it down. It looks like he wants to play a very fast-paced game, and she's
To give her credit, yeah.
she's
I
doing
agree.
the exact same thing. So.
Pickle Rick shaking his head a little bit in frustration there. Nice catch by Rick. Kim with a nice move. Ankle breaker. Ganda ng ankle breaker na yun. Rick
Yeah.
was reading it, going to the other side.
He did.
But Kim with a fast switch.
I usually read that too as that triangle, you know, in a way. But no, Kim put it right back in.
That's the magic of the Pickle Bear. Very, very unpredictable where he's going to be placing it. It's not always about speed. It's not always about power. There's also placement. That's what we love about pickleball. Kim Saraza with another error.
That seems to be, he keeps trying it. That seems to be his most inconsistent shot right now, is just trying to reset with those very low backhands.
Yeah, and so far he has not been able to get into his groove here. Happy for that out of bounds. Totally missed the hit on that.
And very, I know, elated that he missed that hit. The second he looks back, he sees that it flew way out, right out that net.
Set up lob by Kim Saraza. The drive, no good. Cathay land Acienderos down by 3. Still trying to keep in the game. Good defense. Martina Ong challenging the Pickle Bear. And of course,
Yeah, Rick tried
not
to
so
step in.
surprisingly, yeah.
He was trying to help out his partner. Martina was getting kind of just pounded and just, you know, she's having so much pressure. He tried to step over to relieve. Kim had placed it so well that there was no way Rick was getting outside of the court, and Martina kind of stepped back and not over at all, and he got away from her.
Well, you can only do just so much backhand repeatedly.
Yeah. See if they can pull away here.
I mean, it's even a risk to try to do a lot of backhands repeatedly.
Yeah.
You know, just 2-3 with full power, it's going to burn you out.
We have this timeout here called by the Acienderos, trying to slow the roll, because even though Kim, we did see him, he started off a bit slow, has those inconsistencies in his backhand drops that he's been attempting. But you can see the lead. They got the 4 points.
They are still winning this game.
Yeah, they are.
So apparently, some of the shots, even though they have been making some errors, it's really more of the right offensive timing that's getting them the points.
Yeah, agreed. You know, between these players, Kim and Rick, they have a lot of respect for each other. So, you can see Kim, sometimes he plays, there's just some shots that he won't even bother with. Like, he'll be like, most likely out. But he's respecting a lot of the balls hit by Rick. And that's why you can see how they are really not hitting at Rick at all right now, because they know the kind of aggression and accuracy that he can also bring against them. So they're really trying to play that. He said earlier, 90-10% is what Rick's playing. Is they're trying to play that 10% of the court, which is probably, usually it would force a lot of errors. But right now with Kim's accuracy on playing that 10% of the court, when they get up to the net, he's been spot on with it. So that's what's giving them their 4-point lead.
Ako, if you ask me, my strategy would be just don't give it to the big guy.
On both teams.
On both teams. Yeah. Or try to keep it soft just so that the big guys won't hit it hard for the females to catch. And there you go, fast hands.
Kim whiffs again. Lucky again. He looks back like, oh, thank God. I would have yelled at myself for it being out.
Kim always has that phase that, you know, when he's pleased with the exchange and he wins over it.
Oh!
Nice netty there by Martina.
Very done. It just crawled over the net. Even from here, I didn't think it was going over. It looked like it hit the bottom of the tape and then somehow crawled over, just right over, and just laid down on the ground.
Yeah,
no chance of returning
the
that.
spin that saves you.
Yeah.
Nice drive there by Bien. Giving it down on Pickle Rick.
Kim over here keeps shocking his opponent.
Alam ni Rick yun na hindi niya na return.
Yeah.
Giving that respect, smile of respect there.
Yeah.
Woman to woman, Bien versus Martina. IAMWorldwide Warriors keeping it up. 5-point lead now. I can say that this game is medium paced as compared to our previous games so far.
Yeah. Say the first game was
Kim
somehow...
Saraza with a strategy here. I know what he's trying to do, but unfortunately was not able to finish his plans. Bien taking a deep breath here, playing a back-to-back game. The good thing that I always see with Bien is that she always puts up at least 80% when she plays. Even when she's dinking, it's always with intention. Oh!
Excuse you, Rick. I don't need any tattoos for today.
We see you, Rick.
Yeah, we see you, bro.
We see that ball
You don't
coming
need
to
to attack
us. Naririnig yata tayo ni Rick dito.
Hey, we're not talking bad about him. We're not talking about
We
him.
were saying good stuff.
I know.
Nice drive by Pickle Rick, giving it to Bien Zuleta, unable to return that. Jamming her right over the midsection. 4 points up, 8-4. Yan, still with IAMWorldwide Warriors. Naghahabol pa rin ang Cathay Land Acienderos here in this game. Maganda ang pinapakita nila, but mostly it's defensive. So let's see if they can shift things up a little bit. Ito na naman si Kim trying with a strategy here, controlling this game. Oh, Martina on with a self-made error.
Oh no, she saw that. It was so clear open too. Kim had stepped over so far to the right to post that ball. That pop-up was there. I mean, I would have been just excited. Just hope she had put that in.
You
That
know,
would have been nice to see.
Ang mahirap dito sa game na to is the pressure is high. You got Kim Saraza, you have Bien Zuleta. On the other side, you have Pickle Rick and Martina Ong. Whoever has the ball is a threat.
Yeah, that's very true.
Pickle Rick with a nice drive!
Holy.
Overhead drive there.
That was...
Napakaganda nun. Shake and bake. Martina Ong ducking down.
That was like an overhead drive. You see how much top spin was on that ball? That was
How
wild.
can you do a top spin with an overhead shot, right?
We just saw it.
Amazing, amazing.
We just saw it.
Magical
Oh my
shot
God.
by Pickle Rick. At ang ganda ng peekaboo gaming nila doon. Martina Ong ducking down.
Yeah,
Pickle
she
Rick
did.
doing that.
she just got, I mean, good thing she got low because he hit that ball like straight down pretty much from the height. It came right over the net. Nearly unreturnable. I would have been shocked too.
Good read by Pickle Rick. Nakita niya what Bien was doing, hitting it down the line. He tried to cross it over pero hindi siya nakatawid. But good read.
Good read.
Oh!
Way to find the hole. Way to find it.
Good read with that too.
It was the serve. The serve set it up. He had set Kim out really wide.
Yeah.
And you know, because of how strong of a left Kim is playing, Bien is not covering the center that strong. And she was just kind of coming straight down. She wasn't coming over to cover him because he was so far off the court. Rick
Quick
find that
read.
opening.
Quick read by Rick there,
Yes.
splitting it down the middle. Ayan naman, Pickle Rick. Ganda ng drive na yon. Actually, kung hindi tumama sa kamay ni ni Kim yun, that would have been out or probably been out.
It was on the way down for sure, but it might have gone a bit long.
It might have gone a bit long. Yeah, there are endless possibilities until you hit it.
Yeah.
Until you get hit.
Yeah. Rick does a good job though about his top spin. You can see his follow through. There's a lot of spin on his balls, on those drives. So I mean, Kim has seen it. Kim's played against it many times, so he respects it. He knows that the likelihood of it coming in is probably 50-50, you know. So might as well take that chance.
And you know what's scary about playing against Rick with his height and size? You know, when you hit it at a certain angle from a height, and you bring it down with a drive with top spin.
Yeah.
You know, it's just gonna go two ways. It's either it's gonna go out, it's just gonna go in, or I don't know. Sometimes he just might get hit, just like what happened just now. So a timeout here called by Worldwide Warrior. IAMWorldwide Warriors. Ayaw ni Kim Saraza magpahabol. 2 points up, 8-6. Warriors still on the lead here. Pickle Rick starting to gain his momentum and his confidence. Tingnan natin kung babanat palalo si Pickle Rick dito. Saying hi to one of our sportscaster, Jeremy Pasqua on the live feed. You know, you can expect nothing less from this matchup. You know, we've seen Kim and Bien team up before, so has Rick and Martina.
Yep.
And it's really just a battle of who's gonna make more errors. Kim Saraza knowing what to do with that shot.
Well done. You know, just proper placement. He couldn't get, the ball was already coming down. He couldn't volley it. It was kind of put back well, but just high enough for him to apply a lot of pressure and back them off the kitchen.
Good control by Kim there. Oh! Martina Ong trying to get out of the way of Pickle Rick to get that ball.
Yeah.
Pero nagkamali sila, nagkaroon ng miscommunication.
Yeah, they had changed. They had changed because at the very beginning of the match, Rick was giving her those balls. And then towards the middle of the match, Rick stopped letting her get those balls. Then, you know, he opened up, thought she could take it.
Yeah, and
Just miscommunication.
Kim is trying to exploit that.
He is. He definitely is. And I mean, anyone do, especially in this pro scene. You find any kind of weakness or change in their pattern that, you know, both partners are not onto yet, then you get it.
Oh,
Wow.
Bien Zuleta, unlikely shot to be missed.
That trigger pull right there
Yun pa
by.
naman yung ano niya, yun pa naman yung best hand shot niya. The forehand drive right at the kitchen. Oh, same with Pickle Rick now. Coming all the way from the baseline, hitting it on the net. Just 1 point away from the win. IAMWorldwide Warriors still on the lead, up 4 points. Kim Saraza getting that ball, setting it up. He knows what to do with this. Good return. Oh, Pickle Rick trying to cut through.
Rick with a bit of a misread there. He looked like, you know, based on body, he thought Kim was going to just put it all the way wide. He tried to come across. He got that aggressive counter on a smash and ended up getting hit in the legs.
Oh, nice netty. Another net by Martina Ong. Making its way across.
See if they can get the stop here.
Kim Saraza feeling the confidence here. Oh, Pickle Rick with that same shot to Bien. Smashing it down to her feet.
We talked about that earlier about Kim playing those line balls or that really on the line balls, and Martina is not questioning it anymore. She's preparing to swing at it, regardless of whether it's going to be in or out. So the fact that she was on that ball that time, she was able to give it back with aggression, force the pop up, and Rick just put it away well. Very well done.
That's a good attitude, not to give up, you know.
Yeah. She's just trusting those balls. She's not second guessing them. She's great.
Kim with a strategy here, thinking, nice one. Putting the paddle down on Rick's foot this time. Kanina, dinadala niya kay Martina. Ngayon, para maiba naman, doon niya kay Rick. Unpredictability is key. So Kim is now using his game IQ versus the Acienderos. Roleta with a celebration. The signature, arms wide open. IAMWorldwide Warriors getting this next win.
That puts us at a 2-1 up for the Warriors. This matchup between these two. For the next mixed doubles, our second set, we're going to see Rick and Martina come back on again. And then we're going to see, who is this? April Rose, Quizon, and Kim also coming back on. So we're going to see if April Rose can bring it in just the same way that Bien brought that pressure and that defense against Rick. Just watch some highlights here from our last match. Not going to be too much warm-up from these teams here. We're going to see how this goes. Probably about 2-3 minutes before we get underway with our fourth game of this matchup between the IAMWorldwide Warriors and Cathay Acienderos. So going into this fourth game of the matchup with the Warriors up by 1 point at 2-1 over the Acienderos. This is going to be a very crucial game for Rick and Martina to see if they can bring it, see if they can, to see if April is going to perform as well as Bien did in that last matchup. And I'm pretty sure they're going to test that out. And based pretty much on that's going to be the only factor changing this match. Based on that, if they're able to exploit that and to find some kind of weak point right now in Kim and April Quizon, and if they can find it, they can take this match, tie it up, and we can see another real dream breaker that's going to be the deciding match. Or if Kim just stays on fire, gets these balls, applies that pressure to Martina Ong again, we might see the same kind of matchup come through, and they'll take this one 3-1 going into the Dreambreaker. See how it goes.
Ito na, parang walang nagbago dito sa matchup natin. Si April lang ang nagbago, pero as we can say, Faika has been a great defensive partner ever since. Napakaganda ng defense na pinapakita niya, and she has been holding on her own. So we're gonna see who's gonna get on top of this. Match is underway. Pickle Rick trying to drive it hard in the middle, just a little far out of bounds.
Go ahead and give a quick shout out to our sponsors here while this game gets underway, and while April gets warmed up and gets on fire. Sports Central, our retail partner.
Dear Self, our aesthetics and wellness partner.
And Box Apparel.
Sports 360, our tech partner.
For our paddle sponsors, our paddle partners, we have Lunar, Gearbox Outset, Yola, and Bole.
Pro Court.
Beautiful facility brought to us by Pickle Yard.
Our official ball, Facolos.
And our production, bringing you this lovely video and this crispy sound, Smile 8. And last shout out for our food today, thank you, Jollibee. A lovely ATP right there by Rick.
That's
Great
one for
read.
the highlights. Pickle Rick with an awesome shot there across. Oh, I just really love when Rick sees that opening in the middle. Nalalaman niya when to attack it when it's wide open.
Definitely. He's been exploiting that, in the first match. You're going to see him try to exploit that as much as possible here.
He knows very well when to exploit that middle shot. Kahit na one is in the kitchen and one is in the baseline, he's gonna find his way and try to creep up the middle of the court just to hit it down that middle line.
Yeah. Good footwork, good angles.
And Fika feeling the power of the Pickle Rick. Oh, Pickle there, bringing it down this time on Martina. High balls are not welcomed in this court.
They are definitely not. We have two big guys who love to put balls all the way away, They like to send it right here into the commentator section for sure.
Oh, hindi umabot sa net. That was called in. A really wide cross there by Kim Saraza. Really nice shot. Really deep to the baseline corner. Ang haba talaga ni Rick. Ang hirap pasukin. And Martina Ong with that nice cross.
Was going out, but it just nicked the paddle right there of April.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes these shots are, a lot of shots are risky. And sometimes you just really have to give it. Kasi there's also that risk that the opponent will try to catch it anyway.
Yeah. Hey, Rick does a good job usually of baiting it, but Kim is probably giving a really big pep talk to April. Like, if you have any doubt in your mind whether the ball might be in or out, let it go, and we'll deal with the consequences later. That's his biggest thing. I mean, Kim is very good at reading out balls, and like our last, our day 7 and 8, that was his problem too with his partners at the time. Is they were hitting out balls, and you can see him. That's like when he gets the most frustrated at his partner, is them just getting out balls. Not necessarily taking bad shots, but it's just getting balls that were already free points,
Oo. Tsaka kasi, it's the balls that it's the shots that you don't try to read that, makes you lose a point anyway.
Yeah.
Kasi mas mataas ang risk ng pag tinamaan mo, hindi mo ma-return, kesa sa you just let it go and it might go out anyway.
True.
Galing niya doon. Kim Saraza.
Yeah.
Pinoy step. Pinoy step pickleball.
All over the court.
You only see that in basketball, but not with Kim Saraza. Fika hitting it out of bounds there. I am Worldwide Warriors still on top here with 4-point lead. Nice angles here. And Pickle Rick seeing that wide opening at the corner baseline. Andun talaga yung andun talaga yung target ni Rick eh. It's always at the baseline. Kasi pag umaatake na sa kitchen ng mga players, you know, the baseline would always be open. So any chance that he can put it right behind, doon niya dinadala.
I think we're seeing some composure here by Rick. You can see in his backswing and everything, he's not going all out on his drives. He's pulling back, he's going for placement, he's going for, you know, that dipping ball, which is working right now. And it's giving him the 2 points, or it's giving him the side out. And something to work with.
Naka-counter niya yung ginagawa ni Rick so far. Ni Kim rather. Oh, there you go again. Targeting the baseline. Let's see if that call is going to be called in, and it is in. Nice shot again by out. Okay, so here Martina takes the second serve. Oh, a little too early on the shot there by Pickle Rick. Still a very defensive game here. Nasa 3-5 pa lang tayo. Oh! Good read there by Rick. Not hitting that really enticing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he was there.
Mid-level ball. Oh.
He was there. He was on it. He could have put it down, like, actually really nicely or aggressively. Just wherever he wanted to put that ball, he could have. But
Kung ako yun, niyakap ko na yung bola na yun. That's mine.
there's no way I would have let that one go. It was right there. You know, that feeling when you read a ball so well that you put your body in the perfect spot, you have your swing ready. I mean, it was only a little bit out, but being able to read that and having that, what's that word I'm looking for? That discipline to let it go.
Yep.
Yeah, and taking the proper easy point right to it.
I'm feeling some fatigue here from Rick. Going all around the court.
Shot. Good call from the linesman. Rick went ahead and challenged that. And that ball was called in.
Medyo nabuhayan si Rick ng konti doon. I just want to notice that tattoo on Rick's forearm. It's the second time that I've seen a tattoo of the pickleball court.
Oh, that must be new. I haven't noticed that.
It's the second time that I've seen that. And it's really interesting how you tattoo a pickleball court on your forearm. Diba? Ganun ka kaaral sa strategy kung may pickleball court ka sa forearm mo. Oh! Micah going out of bounds there. Sayang, nice down the line shot siya na yun. Shot sana. Oh my God.
Sana.
Pickle Rick want to call for a rest here. Napaka-intense. Strategy muna. Ayan. Pinapakita ko kay Rick ang yung tattoo niya sa forearm niya na pickleball court. Kailangan na dun siya mag-draw ng strategy.
Look pretty fresh. I didn't notice it last time.
And by the way, yung other person na nakita ko na may ganong same tattoo is Coach Leslie. I posted it on TikTok and it's now trending at 50,000 views. surprisingly, it still keeps on going.
Ganun tayo.
Oh, turo-turo lang. This is how you do it on your forearm. Immediately, you think of a nice strategy. And this technical timeout is brought to you by Sports 360, our tech partner. Yan, mga partner, doble na po ang pawis natin dito sa Pickle Yard SOMO. I think everybody is experiencing a heat wave today, so don't forget to stay hydrated. I hope you guys are in front of a fan or in an air-conditioned room. Kim Saraza with his IQ. Inaan sa sigaw.
I think he wouldn't have been ready to step forward for that ball if it actually somehow made its way over the net.
We know Kim and what he can do with those type of plays. Martina Ong, nice return. Oh, just short there. Out of balance shot.
Kim painted lines over here. He's doing such a good job at pushing pushing his opponents side to side and just forcing them to take the difficult shots.
Warriors still up by 5 here, keeping the pace and pressure on the Acienderos. Oh! Lord, that angle from Kim Saraza, reaching out over the kitchen to bring that to the other side. Mahirap nang kunin talaga yun.
Yeah.
Ayan na naman. Just 1 point away from this W. IAMWorldwide Warriors trying to finish this game. Fika now on the serve.
10-3-1. They got 2 chances right now to end this match. See if they can get it.
Pickle Rick trying to pressure our lady player from the Warriors, but successfully Fika was able to finish this game 11-3. IAMWorldwide Warriors with another win. Our overall score is now 3-1. IAMWorldwide Warriors with all of the games, almost all of the games at least. We still have one more match, and we got the Dream Breaker coming up next. A chance for the Acienderos to at least make a clean win for a quotient.
Yep. See if they get. I mean, at the very least, at least get up to like 15 to 20 points. If you're gonna lose, just at least stay up there. You already lost the matchup versus IAMWorldwide Warriors, but if they can farm some points up in here, it'd be great. Even without the W, just put a lot of points on the board. See how they're gonna do. Coming up is our Dream Breaker. For those who are not really familiar with the Dream Breaker or how we perform it here in the PYCL, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing doubles the Dream Breaker. This is not your singles Dream Breaker. We're also going to be using rally scoring. So every error of your opponent is a point for you. So you're going to be seeing that scoreboard just kind of get up there really quick. We'll be playing up to a score of 21, but you do need to win on your service turn. So you may see later if we get there, or in previous games that haven't been explained, or in upcoming games, you'll see teams that are stuck at 20. They can't go up, they're just stuck at 20 because they have not, they haven't scored a point twice. Pretty much you have to score twice in a row for, if you're stuck at 20. And we're gonna see coming on first what we saw earlier. You see our men's doubles starting off, then it's gonna be our women's doubles, then our 2 sets of mixed doubles. 4 points each played.
And what's interesting about this Dream Breaker is that the players change every 4 points played.
Yep.
So the momentum breaks, and there's even a change court at 11 points.
Correct.
So talagang wala kang mabibuild na momentum dito. It's really sheer offensive points
Yeah.
made. Yun ang ating gameplay dito.
Because of that change every 4 points, you don't. Well, actually, we could possibly see a momentum build by either Kim or Rick later, because they stay on. They're gonna stay on for 8 points each, both of them versus each other. So on that one, if they both bring their game, if they find something that works during the Dream Breaker, they might be able to get it, you know. But
Yeah,
usually you don't really find momentum in the Dream Breaker just because of how little time you have on the court.
Yeah, tsaka hindi mo siya mababawi ng madali kasi if you make a mistake and the 4 points is up, it's up to the other players of your team to catch on.
Correct.
So talagang labanan na lang ng instinct and quick strategies on how you can push that point for your team. And so the Dream Breaker match coming up to give a chance for the Acienderos to earn some points. Alam mo, itong Dream Breaker na to, nakakatulong to in the long run. Kasi if you collect enough points winning the Dream Breaker, it can add up to the ranking. Kasi hindi lang tayo by number of wins, it's also by the number of points you accumulate during the games.
That is correct.
So the number of points that you win with the Dream Breaker can help you keep up in the rankings. So it's still as important to win, just like the other games, the men's, the women's, and the mixed doubles.
Yeah, if you've seen the score, the rankings recently, you'll see how close everyone in the middle of the brackets are. Like there could just be an upset. You can probably go from like 6th to 2nd, you know, in one weekend.
And etong Dream Breaker na to talaga, ano yan eh, it's a make or break for everybody. So hold on tight and sit back as we get to the next match. Finishing the game between the Cathay Acienderos versus the IAMWorldwide Warriors in the game day 9 of the PYCL here at the Pickle Yard SOMO. Once again, kung nakakalimot kayo, ako po si Mox De Vera, ang inyong pambansang boses ng pickleball.
I'm Mike Evangelista, the newbie here, second weekend only on the live commentating, but I hope to be here for the rest of the season at least, and possibly next season.
We would love to have you here. Alam nyo, nakaka-excite manood ng games, but you know, announcing it, it just spends as much energy as these players kasi napaka-exciting ng games natin. We have to keep our energy up.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we're front row. Like we're sitting here, we're watching them right in front of us. You know, we feel the stress. Our back, you know, gets tight and cramped up. You know, when we see shots that should go in, don't go in, almost go in. You know,
and we are at high risk.
and we are at high risk.
We are at high risk
for any
of
balls
getting
that
hit,
come down this
hit
way.
by the balls.
Definitely.
Especially coming from Pickle Rick, who loves the baseline so much.
I believe it's only 200 pesos. You're gonna come in for a whole day pass. You want to come in, watch the games live, 200 pesos. And we also have group discounts
Yan.
for tickets to come in. You can get up to 50 peso discount off per ticket if you buy up to 15 tickets at once, which can either be used for a group of people or you can buy yourself 15 tickets straight.
Very interesting. So I hope you guys can join us someday here at the Pickle Yard SOMO to watch our games live. Alam nyo, ibang-iba yung experience pag nandito kayo. Hindi nyo kami maririnig, maingay yung ingay namin, hindi nyo maririnig. Pero mararamdaman nyo ang energy ng mga games natin as compared to what you're seeing on our YouTube live stream.
Definitely true. You hear the crowd, you hear the cheers, the chants, you really feel the energy, you know. Sometimes the cameras just don't capture, you know, that emotion like you get in person.
Oo, ramdam namin pati yung mga tumatalsik na pawis dito, tsaka yung mga bolang lumilipad. And of course, the ever pressuring drum roll every point that's made.
Yeah. All right, before we get underway here with our Dream Breaker, a shout out to our partners and sponsors. We have Sports Central, our retail partner.
Do yourself Aesthetics and Wellness, our Aesthetics and Wellness partner.
We got Antbox Apparel.
Sports 360, our tech partner.
Our paddle partners, Lunar, Gearbox, Allset, Yola, and Vole.
Pro Court,
Pickle Yard,
Faculos,
and Smile 8, our production partner.
And thank you to our food partner for today, the yummy treats from Jollibee.
Jollibee SOMO. Thank you guys. Alright, we're getting lined up on the court. Starting off for the first 4 points of this matchup. Rally point scoring, guys. Keep an eye on the scoreboard. Men's doubles, Patrick Flojo, Alvin Credo, Chuya Usuda, and Johnny Anyana. Acienderos to serve.
And the game starts. Maaga tayo nagsimula sa dinking here.
Yeah, we're in rally point scoring now. People, they don't have the luxury of having that side out service where you can play hyper aggressive, and even if you mess up on the point, you don't really pay the cost, but you feel it here in rally scoring.
Rally scoring is really hard to gain momentum from. So Chuya now trying to pick up the pace, redeeming himself from his men's doubles game earlier. Starting strong in the first few minutes. Oh! Johnny Anyana hitting the net.
Chuya right there pulling the trigger on that one, trying a cross-court attack at Pat Flojo. No luck on that one. He's ready for the counter.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's our men's right there coming up. 2-2, yep. We are 2-2 going into our women's doubles. Who do we have on? Pretzel Ong and Wing.
Trisha now on the court. Fresh legs. We'll see how she fares in this next 2 points.
Oh, we did. We have Vityaka up on the court today.
Nice shot by Trish, but sayang na point as Trisha steps over, going off balance.
April Quizon tried to stick her arm out to catch her partner, but her partner didn't go for the support and just ended up falling in.
Madulas because of the pawis.
Good aggression there.
Maganda mga shots ni Trisha so far. Nice return by Trisha. Still controlling this game. Faika on the return. Pretzel hitting Trisha square on the chest.
a good body shot. You know, if you're gonna hit a ball really hard and you don't really care if it goes in, you aim for the person.
Aim for the person. Not intentionally, but you know, try to make the best. Try to make the best out of it.
Lead that ball in.
Nobody wants to hit the person intentionally, but if you have to, you have to.
You just want to kind of catch them off guard where they have to return the ball. You know, they don't have time to get out of the way. They have to block, and hopefully you caught them off guard. It's not to cause injury or pain. It's just, you know,
just
that
for
shock.
the point.
Just for the point.
The rally point is rallying, and we now are on 5-5 game match. And
Speaking of body bags, but that wasn't a legit body shot. The ball was dipping, it was coming in. There wasn't
More
actually that much
bodies.
body. Just
More bodies are shot.
yeah. Lovely backhand.
Oh, just right on the line there by Martina Ong.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, there was so much power on that backhand, that Tui right there.
6-6, score alternating by both teams. Pickle Rick putting the pressure. Kim Saraza throwing that ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
Nice backhand by Martina Ong. Pickle Rick hitting it out of bounds with a soft shot. Miscalculation.
Seven. Kim Saraza here to serve.
Oh, I see what Kim was up to there.
Yeah, you can see what he was eyeing for sure. He's trying to paint lines again like he's been doing all day. Bit short.
Nice shot by Rick, just right over the net.
Yeah.
Really nice drives here.
Very nice drives. Very nice pressure.
And by the way,
we know they're attacking, who they're attacking on that one, and he did a good job in that exchange.
can I just say a quick appreciation to our linesmen and lineswomen. You know, it's hard to you know, it's their job is hard.
Yeah.
Not being able to enjoy the game and keeping on point with their calls.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
that's really the hardest thing. Like, if I was standing here watching players like you know, this quality of a match, man.
Especially during crucial times.
Yeah.
Either sila yung nasi-celebrate or yung nasisisi. So you have to show them appreciation. Credo with a nice return here. Flojo with a miscalculation in that return. Each error giving a point to the opponent. Oh, Johnny Anyana low with that drive. Switching it up this time.
We're at 11. We will be changing courts as well. So, Acienderos will be coming back to our side, commentator side. And you'll be seeing the Warriors switch over. Keep track of the team you're supporting. Usually about a 1 minute timeout usually before we get started. But who's coming in is women's doubles. So Wing Sembrano to serve with Pretzel Ong versus Bitiaco and April Guizon.
Oh, Wing hitting it on the net there.
They're keeping the score pretty tight, Mox. This is a
Pretty tight game, 11-10. Cathay land Acienderos now taking the 1-point lead. Wang keeping them unbalanced. Off-balance shots all over. Here we go. Fast hands. Wang unable to complete this rally. Point going to the Warriors. Now score is tied.
Wing Sembrano just a bit inconsistent on her soft game, or just trying to play something under the net. Everything over the net, she's quite good on, but under the net, definitely something to work on during the week.
You know, as far as I have experienced as a low intermediate player, you know, you have to work out your reflexes just as much as any part of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Kasi yung soft game and yung fast game, yung drives mo, those are good points to improve on.
Yeah.
But your reflexes will also dictate the pace of the game. If you can't keep up with your reflexes, napalakas yung Tina ni Martino. Score is now 15-11 with IAMWorldwide Warriors with a 4-point lead. Martina on hitting the net on that smash. Intensity is rising as we've reached the halfway point of this game.
Missed serve right here by Vidyako. Let's see if this will be a bit of a redemption as we change out to our second set of mixed doubles. All day for Kim on those attacks right there, you know. He's applying so much topspin on those speed ups. Because any time that Martina steps away from the net, he is putting it right at her feet.
And talking about timing, yung timing ni Kim when it hits, oh! That's really on the line, clear as daylight. That high shot going down on the sideline, giving the Worldwide Warrior, IAMWorldwide Warriors a point.
I think Martina thought Rick was gonna be above her, you know, as he usually is when it comes to high balls, right?
Just like that shot, Rick hovering over with that smash.
Exactly.
Still his favorite shot, going down the line, or rather cross down the baseline.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh! Yan talaga yung ano eh. That's the beauty of pickleball. If you're going hard to soft or strong to soft gaming,
yeah.
If you know how to transition that, then you pretty much have mastered the skill. Nice backhand put away, keeping the rally going here. Returns all over. Slice return here by Anyana. Oh! Pat Flojo with that backhand down the line. Oh, rather in the midline.
Right down the middle, on the line.
On the line, right on the line of the midline. 5 points up. IAMWorldwide Warriors still on the lead, 19-14. Almost done with this game. Chuya with a bad return.
Let's see. Like we talked about, you know, if you're gonna lose, do not lose by much. Especially not on these dream breakers. Farm those points. Oh. Will we see it here? How many points? They have one more point left on this men's doubles before we bring in our women's doubles.
Alam mo, Mikey, yung mga masasakit na errors dito, yung drive and you hit it on the net eh.
Yeah.
Yun yung mga, yung outside may intindihan ko. Yung going over the net, I would understand, but just like that, shots that you hit on the net is very painful to watch. And as we finish this game, we have IAMWorldwide Warriors capping this off 21-15, giving them the W. IAMWorldwide Warriors staying strong in this matchup.
They did well, the Warriors. Good performance from the Warriors, you know. The girls did well. I think the one like really consistent player was the men's doubles, you know. Alvin Credo, Patrick Flojo, they did really well at, you know, ideally they wanted to set the pace for that lead that they had set early on during the first match, but from then on, from the girls, from the women's doubles going into the mix, just the Warriors held on to it and just locked it down all the way through into the Dream Breaker with a commanding lead of 4-1.
So napakadaming nangyari so far. Itong slow game natin, ang ating mga games so far, low scoring, more on the defensive side, and yung mga mahihirap na shots na nakita natin, good exchanges but more on the defensive side. So now we have the Game 3 match results between the Cathay Acienderos and IAMWorldwide Warriors. For men's doubles, 11-1. Women's doubles, 8-11, with the Worldwide Warriors on top. Mixed doubles, 6-11. Mixed doubles, 3-11, and the mixed Dream Breaker with 15-21, giving the IAMWorldwide Warriors 1-4 of this match.
Yeah, overall it was a good match. For the men's doubles and the women's doubles, they tried to stay close. The women's doubles were just, you know, it was a very long match, you know. They were each trying to figure out how to play against one another, what worked.
Most of this
Warriors
game was
came out on top on that one.
correct. That's most of the games that we played are very defensive. Now,
bringing you right now, we're going to be having our Face of the Day, brought to you by Dear Self.
ayan, bihira tayo magkaroon ng Dear Self Face of the Game na male. So one of the very few times we have a male Face of the Game that's paying a very nice compliment to the gentleman.
Yes, thank you very much. We can be pretty too, huh?
Tayo kaya, kailan tayo magiging face of the game? Sayang naman yung balbas natin.
We're the face of every game, okay?
We're the face of every... The
face and voice of
face
every
and
game.
voice of every game.
And coming up very shortly, we're going to be having our player of the game.
So stay tuned for our next broadcast for our next matchup. We got the Pertua Stallions and
Fortress Masters.
Fortress Masters for our last match of the day. Stay with us. This is the PYCL 2026 Pickle Yard Conference League.
Yep. Coming up right here on the mic, we have Rose with our player of the game.
What's up, Pickle Yard fans? Rose here, live at the Pickle Yard SOMO. Katatapos lang ng ating third match between the IAMWorldwide Warriors and the Cathay Acienderos. And now, kasama na natin ang ating best player of the game, Bien Zuleta, representing the winning team IAMWorldwide Warriors. Bien, congratulations and napakaganda ng pinakita mong game kanina. So, we all know na galing tayo sa long break, no, dahil sa Holy Week. So, paano ba? How was it na ngayong nagbalik ka sa court, ngayon sa paglalaro? Nanibago ka ba or mas naging eager ka na manalo today?
Siyempre, mas naging eager, lalo na, actually nakatulong din naman yung long break dahil nakapag-training. So, yung mga adjustments, yung nakita namin kailangan namin ng round 1 na i-adjust. Yun, so buti na lang, ayun, nagresulta naman siya this time.
And during nga dun sa long break, no, of course, nagkaroon kayo ng meeting, nag-usap-usap kayo. Ano ang naging game plan nyo ngayong game day 9? And of course, dahil second leg na ng ating liga.
Yes, siguro yung mga napag-usapan namin, yung, alam mo yun, yung mas may fire, mas may energy, and communication. Kasi yun yung parang adjustment. So, kasi nagpapalit-palit talaga kami ng partnership. So, ayun, buti na lang nag-workout this time!
And lastly, bago ka mag-celebrate with your team, so ngayon na mas tumitindi na yung laban natin. So, how was your experience so far being part of the PYCL?
Oh, well, parang every weekend, parang mas nilulook forward ko na maglaro. So, ayun, tapos yung support na nakukuha namin from PYCL, and especially from IAM, and tsaka sa community ng Pickleball. So, masaya ako na may mga support na kami na re-receive, and na-feel namin na nasa Pro League kami.
Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations sa'yo, our best player, and for winning our match 3. And guys, wag muna kayong aalis dahil hindi pa tapos ang ating game day 9. Up next, we have the battle between the Pertua Stallions and the Fortress Masters. See you in a bit.
We are back to sign off on the stream. We just finished that game between the IAMWorldwide Warriors and the Cathay Acienderos.
With our player of the game, Bien Zuleta, congratulations. And coming up next, we have the Fortress Masters versus the Pertua Stallions. Another explosive game with our favorite players so far.
Yeah.
Ako hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na favorite kasi dapat neutral tayo. Pero
probably no.
You know, I'm not gonna tell you who my favorite players are, but yeah, we do have crowd favorites.
We do. We will talk about it later in the next stream. So signing off on this one before we get started on the next one, I am Mike Evangelista.
And this is Mox De Vera, ang pambansang boses ng Pickleball. We'll see you on the next game. Hits it over the edge of the court. Very fast pickup by Ibanez.
Then unique de la Cruz tearing Davis Alano apart.
Clean drive right in the middle. Anak na Luis Patrimonio.
Beautiful and simple play by Bien Zuleta.
Pickle Bear showing off his in-game IQ. Raimundo showing off her skills.
Beautiful counter by Team Polero.
Good read by Pretzel Ong on how to attack the returns.
Lira trying to do the same thing and winning against Cabelon.
Nets with the exchange. May Sarasa taking it down, ripping it from the kitchen. Alquiza with a sneaky drive.